food distributor that is available here on the platform. I'm FUNMI Ayodele, three-star manager in Green World International. I want to share to you this day my journey with Green World. My journey started in 2009 when I took Green World Compound Marrow. I was, let me say, a little bit health challenged, and I was given the compound marrow, which brought about divine healing to my system. After that time, I started selling the compound marrow to people that have the same challenge in my area. You know, when you have health challenge like that, you go to the hospital, you go to some places where you get treatment. So once they don't see you again coming for treatment, they call you to ask you, oh, Paul is well. In the process, I tell them, I'm okay. I use Green World products. So in the process, tell us the product you used. I started selling the compound marrow then, which helped me. I started Green World like that. And it went on and on before the person that was selling the compound marrow to me now told me that you can be making money through this business as you are selling. I said, wow. And meanwhile, at that time, I didn't really have resigned my job because of my health challenge. I resigned then as an audit manager. So I didn't really have anything going on that I was doing. So I just felt that, okay, if this can give me an income, fine, let me follow suit. So I started with Green World. I registered then, and after the registration, I started selling. But I only registered, I did not really know much about the business. I didn't know their compensation plan. I did not know anything. I was just selling and taking profits and collecting bonus anytime they called me for it. I did not really know much about the business. Not until 2012, when I started looking for the product around, my leader then that was selling the product with Green World. So I started hustling, as in looking for the product, because people were still asking for the products. Apart from the compound marrow, I started selling many other products, the slimming bag, the eye care package, so many products I started selling then, and I was selling it very well because people were getting good results from the products. Our products, Green World products, are perfectly okay. They're greatly efficient. So in 2012, I met another person where I was looking around for the product, and the person re-registered me because she asked me some questions which I can't really answer. You know, was asking me, which level are you? I don't know. I just knew that I was buying and selling Green World products. I didn't really know much about the business then. So she now said, okay, I will register you. I will register you. Then we do this business together. I said, okay, fine, good. So it was from her that I realized that you can win international trip, you can win cars, you can get so many benefits apart from your bonuses in Green World. So that 2012, there was an award in Lagos then, which I was invited. That my leader even collected 3 cars then. So she invited me, which I attended at the National Stadium. In that award, I started seeing the unbelievables, as in people qualifying for cars, houses, trips, so many beautiful benefits. I was like, is this the same company that I've been buying and selling their products? And now, like, okay, what will I do to also get the trip and car? Next year, I must also qualify for this trip and the car. I must be celebrated like this. So that my leader now said, no problem. And we started. I started the journey with my family. And by the grace of God, you can see my children, they were so small as at that time. I see my small girl, my small boy. Today, they are not big girl and big boy. We started the journey together. I determined that I'm going to qualify for the car. I'm going to qualify for the trip. I want to also be celebrated like this on the stage. And I started. By the grace of God, in 2013, that was the next award of Green World. I qualified for the international trip, and I qualified for the small car in Green World. That was my first time in qualifying for such, because when I knew that I could get it, I started planning towards it. I started running with a vision, and by the grace of God, I got it. Within 6 months, I qualified for my international trip. And within 1 year, I qualified for the brand new car, which they call the small car in Green World. Yeah, building my team, building my network while qualifying for this thing wasn't really so easy like that, but it paid off at the end of the journey, because Green World business, no matter how you hustle about it, you will smile at the end. You can see me there giving presentation. You can see me with my manager. That's our Lagos manager, with my upline, Mr. Jalili. These are my top leaders. We had a meeting then and we had this picture. I started building my team, getting qualified for so many cars, so many trips. In 2014, I went for my first trip to South Africa. You know, I qualified for the car for the trip in 2013. By 2014, and you know the wonderful thing about Greenwood, after I qualified for my car in 2013 December, when we did the award, 2 weeks after I collected the car and I bought this car, my house got burnt. As in everything I had with my husband got burnt. It was like starting all over again. I was devastated, but to the glory of God, it got burnt first week in January, and by April, that same year, 2014, it was as if nothing happened. I just determined that with this Greenwood, if I can achieve within 1 year, this type of great achievement, I believe I can make it again. I started building again with my team, building my network. And within 3 months, we got a better accommodation. We got everything was like nothing happened. And which even triggered some of my top leaders today. When they came on visiting me by April 2014, they were like, are you sure your house got burnt? In fact, one of them said that, in fact, if it was like this, maybe I should go and set fire on my own, if it would turn out like this, you know, it was amazing. Doing Greenwood's business is the best you can think of. Because within that 3 months, I was just determined, selling products, recruiting, getting bonuses. And by that April 2014, I went for my first international trip to South Africa with Greenwood. This is another picture of my team people. This seminar was done even this month. This month of May, you can see our international training, our international training director, Mr. Budima. He came along even to my office. I have so many offices now, by the grace of God. I started from my sitting room, but today I have 2 offices in Lagos. I have in Ibadan. I have distributors all over Nigeria and even outside Nigeria. I have distributors all over. My team, my network team is running in millions now, to the glory of God. You know, when you are not lazy, in Greenwood, hard work pays. You can see the beautiful faces of my leaders in the last training that we had with Mr. Budiman, our international training director, in my office. This is my office in Lagos here. So with my story, after that, I was born and I went for my international trip in April 2014. I came back, my team just bam. You know, people believe more in what they see, not what you say. What they see, your success attracts them more than your words. That is why you need to really strive hard in this business. You can see all the qualifying tours, international tours. That was my first South African trip. Who will tell you that this lady standing there just came out from a trauma of losing everything that she had? Imagine, it was like a week after I packed into a new house that we traveled for this South African trip. Just imagine how relaxing it will be, how comforting, how encouraging it will be. I came back from this South African trip. Since then, you can see me now robust. I became fat. I became robust. I became more healthy. I became more, as in, Greenwood business will showcase you to the world beautifully. So after qualifying for this South African trip, after I traveled for this South African trip, and I came back in the April, that was when I started my seminar and my network team started. After the South African trip, I've also gone to Dubai. You can see my Dubai trip. That was Dubai. In fact, this trip that you are looking at now, I went with many of my team members. That's my daughter, my little daughter that is besides that white woman. We were just cruising around Dubai. In fact, this trip, we went to 3 countries at a go. We went to Kenya, we went to Oman, and we went to Dubai, all on Greenwood. You know, Greenwood will not only give you free international trip, it will also give you enough savings to have a great vacation with your family and with your team members. It can only be in Greenwood that you can get this. Next slide, sir. Yeah, this is another beautiful tour to South Africa. This was when South Africa was 10 years. I was privileged also to attend the 10th year anniversary with some of our top leaders and even some of my team members. at least my team members that went with us to that trip, we were like 3 that went with that South African trip. That was in 2017 when South Africa was 10th year, when they were doing their 10th anniversary. And we were privileged. For the first time, I met with Professor Demile, our mommy, our president. And I was so delighted to also meet with our African president. Meeting these 2 people alone is enough fulfillment, because seeing them achieving a lot, making lives bettering lives all over the world. Imagine if not for Greenwood, how will I have any connection with these beautiful souls? So Greenwood will link you with wonderful, beautiful people all over the world. My trip to South Africa in 2017 was really amazing, because in that trip, we had lot of fun. When I say lot of fun, I mean it. We had lot of fun. We even had a dinner party with our president and the vice president. It was really beautiful. And this type of trip, I bet you, don't miss it for anything, anytime you have the opportunity. Please, next. Yeah, this is a trip that I qualified with, I think, almost 10 of my team members. We went with this team. And I also went with my husband. Greenwood business does not only stop at your own enjoyment. It also continues. It will link it to your family enjoyment. Imagine you, through your business, taking your husband out of the country on a all expense paid trip from your company. I can assure you that if there was the love before, it will be increased, because you will be like an amazing wife. Not only an amazing wife, an amazing mother to your children, because this is a great fulfillment in a lifetime. This is an international trip from Greenwood when Kenya was doing their 10th year anniversary in Kenya. That was in 2018. You can see myself and my husband, we were at Masamara, also for a cruise there. That is still continuation of the award. Then you can see that's my husband, that's myself, that's some of my teams enjoying. So this is the Kenya Award. This was when I was awarded my one-star manager in Kenya in 2018. That was when Kenya was 10 years. We enjoyed the trip free with Greenwood. Just do your star 6, qualify for it, submit your passport, you are good to go. Go and enjoy the maximum fun, enjoyment in your life just with Greenwood. Next. Yeah, this is still Kenya. Imagine the type of ovation we received when we were entering. When we were entering the hall, the way they welcomed us, the way they accepted us, it was grand. It was awesome. It was amazing. It's only in Greenwood. Ordinarily, it is when a president of a country or governor or someone very special wants to enter a country, that is when they will give them such an ovation. In Greenwood, we receive such ovation. You enter in a grand style. And you are landing, even from the airport, they are giving you a grand style welcome. Greenwood is truly the best. That's my awards giving me. That's the one-star manager that I was given in Kenya. Yeah, this is our China international trip that we went for just last year, November. We were through from Nigeria, that Greenwood sponsored all the way from Nigeria. We just only have to submit our international passport. And before we know it, it was stamped. Greenwood will take you far in all aspects. This China trip is undescribable, because it's until you get there, you will understand what I am saying. Yeah, I've been going for trips. There are trips and there are trips. China trip is one of its kind. It's awesome. It's unexplainable until you experience it yourself. When we were going on this trip, when we were first told that it would be almost 16 hours flight, I was like, wow, I hope I'll be able to cope. But you will not imagine that even right from the plane, the enjoyment started. Right from the airport, the enjoyment started. Landing in China like this, it was a grand welcome. Even when we were entering our Nanjing plant in China, imagine how awesome, how beautiful it is. Professor Demile was even there. But in fact, I felt like crying when I saw her, that, wow, a whole president. This is a woman that is even more than a president of a nation, came even to welcome us. This is a business worth doing. This is a place that you need to be. This is my picture with the president of Greenwood, Professor Demile. And that's the daughter of Professor Demili. This young lady is so amazing. As in, they took us to every nitty-gritty of the plant in Nanjing. They showed us everything we need to know. In fact, we are more educated. That is what Greenworld will give you. Not only selling the product, they will make you to know the product, know where the product is being brought from. They took us even to the plant where the product is being prepared. In fact, we became like a doctor because they dressed us like one. They dressed us like one, and in the process of even taking us around before you know it, they've brought blueberry juice, they've brought blueberry biscuit. You know, it was enjoyment all the way. It is an experience that is unexplainable. It is better you just experience it yourself. China trip is coming again this October. I'm very sure this one will even be more than the one we enjoyed last year. See myself with Professor Demili and with the beautiful daughter together when they were giving me the award as in for coming to China. It's really awesome. Sincerely, China trip, I can't really describe it. The best way to tell you about China tour is you go experience it yourself. Because, you know, from the airport to the landing, to the tours, to the hotels, to the food, to everything, it is exceptional. It is awesome. Just make sure you don't miss this forthcoming 30th anniversary China trip that we are going for this year, October. Last year, it was just a normal trip, no celebration. We just went there on vacation. But this year, it is not only vacation, but celebration. We will be celebrated and we will celebrate. Don't miss it for anything. Next. Yeah. These are the car awards. This was one of the car awards in Ibadan, Oyo State in Nigeria. I qualified for 2 cars in this award. My team qualified for many cars, but personally, I got 2 cars. And you see the laptop in my hand was just like a token gift, apart from the cars and the trip that I qualified for, just a surprise gift that I never even expected that was given to me in the award. You know, Greenwater is full of wonders. Even more than what you expected, you will be given. There is no way you will not smile home. Coming to Greenwater, you will smile home. So by the grace of God, I've collected so many small cars in Greenworld. I've been awarded so many small cars. And by the grace of God also, I've also collected the big car of the 2-star manager in Greenworld. Greenworld will say it and they will do it. I am a living witness. It's not a matter of maybe they will tell you that, okay, we'll give you this job, we'll qualify for this. They will not start giving you product. No, Greenworld will give you that car, or they give you the cash equivalent. It is what you want, they will give you. Nothing less. In fact, they will even add to it. I went to get my cars, see another brand new laptop that I came home with. And like that, Greenwood is filled with gifts, awesome and wonderful gifts. Next, please. Yeah, this was my first car that I bought when I qualified for the car in 2013, the one by the left-hand side. After that, I got this, and I can't even count the numbers of cars that I have bought after I started Greenwood business. I can't count the cars, to the glory of God. This is a business to be. I used 7 years in my audit profession. I couldn't even afford an Okada. I couldn't afford a bike. I couldn't afford a bicycle. But doing Greenwood business within 1 year, when I became serious with it, doing it just within 1 year, I got this car by the left-hand side. Imagine. And to the glory of God today, I have 2 cars to myself that I use. Courtesy of Greenwood. You know, I can't count the numbers of cars that have been used. Another car. You see, I can't count the numbers of cars. The one that I'm wearing red, that one I imported it straight from Canada. As in life from Canada. You know, when it came to Nigeria, it was a very unique car that everyone was like, wow, wow. You know, Greenwood will wow your life. Greenwood will wow you. They will wow everyone around you. In fact, just try to be a success line in this business. You don't need to talk much. Your success will bring in people to you. Then 3-star manager is where you will get your house fund. But by the grace of God, today I am living in my own house, courtesy of the grace of God in Greenwood. I have not even yet collected my house fund award, but I already have my house through Greenwood. So what are we saying? What are we saying? Your bonus alone is enough for you to live the good life that you have been dreaming of. Not only you, even with your family. Next. Yeah, you can see my daughter. You can see my son. If you remember in my first slide, they were both small, small. We took that picture like 10 years before now, and see them 10 years after. My son is in the university now by the grace of God, and my daughter now is in a senior secondary school. That's the first picture. The journey started with my family. It continued with my family. It will go on with my family. Not only with my family now, with my team, because my team members now are also my family members. You can see my children then, you can see them now. Green World will give you the life that your children, your family deserve. Not only you doing Green World will enjoy the benefits of Green World, but everyone around you will enjoy it. See the smile on my daughter's face. See my son. You know, if it is not Green World, how will I afford a private university? By the grace of God, if not for Green World, why would we have the good life? The income of my husband wouldn't have given up such a good life like this. So Green World business is an addition to your life and to your family, and not only to your family, even to your team as a large. Because before you know it, you begin to make families to smile. From your own, you begin, it attracts. If the thing attracts, it spreads. There's no way you'll be successful that will not be spreading around the people that are with you. My team members today, my networkers, by the grace of God, they are all happy people. Your success depends on you. Your success starts with you. You can do it. You can achieve it. You can have it. If only you can believe in yourself. Success is sure with Green World. And in any other business, it might be difficult. But Green World business is a multi-level marketing business. It not only involves you, it involves so many people around you. So you doing it, bringing in people, before you know it, your success, your financial freedom is unlimited. Next. Yeah, I want to give you some tips of success. Yeah, for the tips of success, the first thing I want to talk about is set clear and specific goals. I repeat, set clear and specific goals. What do I mean by you setting clear and specific goals? What do you want for your life? What do you want for your business? Do you want to start with 3-star? Do you want to start with 4-star? Do you want to achieve your star 6 within 2 months? You want to achieve your star 6 within 3 months? You want to achieve it within 5 months? You want to achieve it within 6 months? Do you want to achieve your car within 1 year or even within 6 months? I've achieved car within 6 months before. In fact, I have achieved car. One of my team members achieved a car in 1 month. The major thing is set your goals and target. What do you want? From what you want, begin with what do you have presently. Let the goals be your direction to your success. As in, you want this, let it be the direction. Okay, in the next year trip, in the China trip that is coming in October, I want to be part of it. For you to be part of it, you know what you should do. Start it. That is your direction to the success of you going to China trip. So set your goals and target and work towards it. Let it be your direction to what you want to achieve. Now develop a plan. What do I mean by developing a plan? You have to develop a plan to achieve your goals. You can plan, okay, I have a team. You can call your team together. China trip is on ground. How many of you want to go to this China trip? Definitely everybody wants to go. Now, how do we do it together? If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. You need to really plan and to achieve such goals, especially at a short period of time. You can do it when you have a good team. You can achieve it easily, not only you, but with your team members. Coming to China in October, don't let it be only you to come alone to China. Make sure you come with your team members, at least 5, 6, 7 members of your team. That is when you will be happier. When you are only there by yourself, other people are there with their team and they will be as in having fun with their team. They will also have fun with you. But you know, when you come with your team, you have more fun. So plan to achieve your goal. Plan along with your team members. Break down your plan into smaller, manageable tasks and set a deadline. You can say, okay, the China trip is 20,000 BV. I'll do 5,000 BV in a month. My team members, we are 5 that are going. So we have to do 5,000 times 5,000, 5 times 5 people in a month. That's 25,000 BV. Try to break down your plans into smaller, manageable tasks, the one you know that is achievable, according to the time limit that you have for that goal. Next, please. Stay disciplined and focused. Success requires discipline and focus. Discipline.
Madam Fumi, can you unmute yourself? Sorry. Madam Fumi, can you unmute yourself? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, sorry for the little distraction. Yeah, I said tips of the success. Another one is stay disciplined and focused. For you to be successful, you have to be disciplined. There's always a price to pay for each success you achieve. You cannot say you want to achieve star 6 and be eating and drinking and sleeping and waking up in your room without working towards it. You have to work it out. You have to be focused. You have to be disciplined. You must not be distracted. You must stay committed to your plans and stay focused on the task ahead. What is the task ahead? Okay, you want to get a car. You want to get the trip. You want to get this. You want to make your bonus to enter 7 figures. It is all achievable. People have been achieving it. By the grace of God, I have achieved it. You can also achieve it. But it takes discipline and focus. In this type of business, there are competitions everywhere. There are distractions everywhere. Just stay focused. Focus on your focus. Hello? Focus on your focus. Some people will bring even the wrong ideas to you. Know what you want. Avoid distractions. Stay on your track. Be committed to your plans. Do it diligently. Be disciplined. There are some times you need to be awake when others are sleeping. Wake up, walk, plan, strategize. There are some times that you need to be outside when others are inside. Go outside there and achieve it. You need to be disciplined. You need to be focused. Others may be doing just anything they want. You cannot, because you know what you want. And definitely, if you can just manage and maintain this, you will surely get there. Next. Continuously learning and adapting. You know, successful people are not people that stop at learning. They are readers. Readers are leaders. Successful people are people learning and adapting to new information and challenges. You must be able to, to manage yourself, manage your environment, manage what you have to get the result that you want to get. Others may be saying there is a casting down. You will say there is a lifting up. The economy might not be smiling, but people are still making it in that economy. Learn how others are doing it and are making it. You too follow suit. Focus on what you are doing. Be determined. Adapt to the situation where you are. When it is raining, definitely you know that you need an umbrella. When it is sunny, you might need an eye shade. Adapt, adjust yourself to any situation. Just make sure you achieve what you need to achieve. Get new information. Get new knowledge. Read books. Attend seminars. For leaders that are on this platform, let us try to bring about seminars for our success liners. I remember then when I was in between that 2009 and 2012, most times I used to look around for where I can see Greenwood seminar, where I can even get information about Greenwood, but there was none then. If not until I got to this leader, where I just, I was seeking for the knowledge then, and I got it, and it really helped me. It's really, really helped me. And also seek out for mentors who can help you to grow and improve. Look for people that are higher than you. As I am, I have people that are higher than me. And I have people that are below me that look up to me. Those that are higher than me, there are many. I know the ones that I can get more facts and more stuff from to improve and to get more to my successes. So look for mentors, good mentors that will help you. You want to get a car, look for people that have qualified for cars. Learn to follow them, ask questions. Let them give you some tips how they got theirs. Try to just get a good mentor, get good books, attend seminars. Don't make sure any seminar you know, attend. Don't have any excuse for not going. It will really improve you and it will help you to your success story. Another one, please. Next. Believe in yourself. Successful people believe in themselves and their abilities. If you don't believe in yourself, then you have already failed. You have to first believe in yourself that you can. Other people are doing it. I did it. I have qualified for so many cars by the grace of God in Greenwood. Who told you cannot also qualify for cars? I started from 3-star to 4-star to 5-star, then 6-star, 7-star, 8-star. I now became 1-star manager, 2-star manager, and today, by the grace of God, I'm a 3-star manager and a Diamond Club member of Greenwood. Who told you cannot also become one? I have not stopped here. I'm still aspiring to go higher. I also have some goals that I've set for 2024. And by the grace of God, even before China trip, and I must achieve. Successful people believe in themselves. If you believe in yourself, then you can easily achieve it. Believe that you can achieve your goals and overcome any obstacles. No matter the obstacles, even when the economy is not smiling, people are making it. Who told you cannot make it? People are doing achievement. So why are you taking excuses for not doing achievement? People are doing plenty of BVs. They are recruiting. They are getting people. You don't have any excuse. For you not to succeed in this business, you have no excuse. So try to overcome any obstacle. Tell yourself you can. Believe in yourself and you will be there. Next. Surround yourself with positive people. Run away from people that will discourage you. Run away from people that will tell you that you want to kill yourself. People that did they die? So why are they telling you that you want to kill yourself? The people you surround yourself with can have a big impact on your success. If you are moving with first class, you are already around first class. But if you are moving with mediocres, with middle class people, then you will be around them. If you are moving with people that are under, then that is where you will belong. Try to surround yourself with people that will have big impact on your success. You have qualified for 1 car. Surround yourself with people that have qualified for more than 20 cars, that have qualified for even houses. Surround yourself with people that have big dream, people that are seeing themselves already in Greenwood chairmanship. No matter who the person is, no matter what the person is to you, you are not interested. What you are interested in is your own success. So leave all sentiment. Focus on your focus. You have a big dream in front of you. Go ahead and achieve it. Go ahead and get it. Surround yourself with supportive and positive people who will encourage you, who will inspire you. Not people who will bring you down. Not people who will tell you, what is even your problem? Not people who will tell you that, is it only you? Not people who will tell you that you better don't kill yourself. Just know that people have done it. You can also do it. People have been there. You can also be there. If you're not yet in 3-star manager, what are you still waiting for? By the grace of God, I did not start with, in fact, I forgot to add this. The 2001, as in my registration fee in Greenwood then, for your information, I did not even have it. I was given that money because I was so poor that I couldn't afford it. I was so poor that I couldn't even boast of a meal. My children that you saw then, one of my child was still a baby then. I couldn't even afford a Pampers. I couldn't. I was using nappy. So if I can grow from such grassroots to the level I am today by the grace of God, who told you you cannot? Surround yourself with supportive and positive people. You can. People that will encourage and inspire you. People that will push you to your success, not people that will bring you down. People that will push you up, no matter the situation, no matter the circumstance. If I can be 3-star manager today, and this is not the end of the story, before the end of this year, I want to change level. And by the grace of God, I must change level by fire, by force. If I can be where I am today, my dear, you got no excuse. Next. Stay persistent. Success requires persistence. Don't give up. Don't give up in the face of obstacles and challenges. There's this song that came to me. I said, don't give up. It's not over. Don't give up no matter what. If I have given up, when I started in 2009, and I did not have, my leader there was not in Lagos, I didn't have good follower, as in good follow-up. If I had given up then, please, will you know me today? When I started in 2012, after the award, not that I did not have challenges, I had plenty challenges. So I told you, 2 weeks after my first car award, my house got burnt. As in everything, it was only that car that was the car that was parked outside that remained. Only the car that I got from Greenwood, it was the only thing that was remained, and the cloth that I was wearing on, the clothes my husband was wearing on, the clothes my children were wearing on, that was the only thing. Every other thing got burnt. It was the greatest challenge of my life then. But in the midst of it, I stood up, I faced it, and I conquered it. So no matter the obstacle, no matter the challenge, you can always overcome. You can always beat it and be successful if you don't give up. So no matter what, be persistent. Be persistent, be patient, pursue that goal. You will get there, no matter what the challenges. Then stay committed to your goals and keep pushing forward. You already have the goal. You want to become the chairman of Greenwood. Keep pushing. You will get there, little by little, step by step. I was from 3-star, now I'm in 3-star manager. From 3-star distributor to 3-star manager. And I'm not stopping there. By the grace of God, I want to go to 1-star director, 2-star director, 3-star director, 4-star director, 5-star director, and even the chairman of Greenwood. By the grace of God. So if you stay committed, if you are not distracted, they bring this, you take it. They bring that, you take it. This one tell you this, you swallow it. If you are not scattered, if you are not distracted, if you stay committed to your business, to your goal, you focus on your focus, you keep pushing forward, my dear, you are already there. Next. Yeah, celebrate your success. Celebration is one of the key notes to success story. If you remember, I told you in 2012, what actually gingered me was the celebration at the National Stadium in Lagos, because I saw people celebrated. I saw how people were being celebrated on the stage, how they were collecting awards, how they were collecting gifts. No, you know, when you celebrate yourself, you celebrate your success, you celebrate your accomplishment along the way, you get more. You get more inspired. You get to do more. You know, and not only you, your team, your success liners that are with you, anyone gets to start for, encourage them, celebrate them. It will make them to do more. You know, this is a multi-level marketing. It's a growing business. You know, you just don't jump. You have to grow step by step. Each step, by the way, appreciate it. For you to be there, it is what's been said. Celebrate yourself, celebrate your team. Recognize the progress you've made and the goals you have achieved. At times, you have to list them down. List them down. Okay, this year, I want my bonus to become 7 figures. This year, I want to have a team in 5 states of my country. This year, I want to have a team outside my country. This year, I want to qualify for 10 cars. You know, as you are achieving it, be marking it and be celebrating it, be pumping champagne, as in be appreciative of your effort. It isn't easy, but because you are committed to what you are doing, you are moving. And as long as you are happy doing what you are doing, you will continue to move. And before you know it, boom, you are there. Next. Yeah, Greenwald is a beautiful business, a beautiful company, a beautiful place to be. I just imagine my life without Greenwald business. You know, when I started the real business in 2012, I never imagined that I will get to this level in my life. But, you know, through it all, despite all the challenges, despite everything that happened, I kept on pushing. I kept on pushing. I was not discouraged. I was not, as in, I did not allow anything to distract me. I kept on looking at the brighter future, the brighter side. You know, when we talk about Greenwald, you have everything in it. When we talk about the products brought me in because I came in because of good health. I have tried every other thing. I've been in hospitals for years. I've been collecting treatment everywhere, but I wasn't well enough. Not until they brought me Greenwald products. And in fact, the day I took Greenwald product, it was as if it was the product that put it there and removed it. You know, Greenwald product has the product. They have the compensation plan. I start to be corrected everywhere. Go to any other company, go to any other place. Greenwald business plan, Greenwald compensation plan remains the best. You know, we are a company that will love to share a lot. Greenwald is about giving giving good gifts, giving life, giving joy, giving happiness, giving fulfillment. That is Greenwald for you. That is why you can see in the logo that we care, we share. Greenwald, once you make it to be part of your life, you begin to do it as an effortlessly. You begin to do it happily. Before you know it's her, you will be already on top. You'll be on top. If you can follow all these things, all these platforms that I've given you today, you stay focused, you stay committed, you stay happy, you stay dedicated. Greenwald will give you everything you need in life. You need good health, it's in Greenwald by the grace of God. You need good money, as in better pay, it's in Greenwald by the grace of God. You need, I know so many of my mates that we are in audits together. None of them today can stand where I'm standing by the grace of God. And it's Greenwald. All the countries that I've traveled to today, none of them, in fact, it was through Greenwald that I first entered plane. Sorry, it was through Greenwald that I started flying around the world. Before, I used to have flight phobia. Greenwald took away my flight phobia because by the time you travel and fly, you will not even remember phobia again. You will just be remembering the enjoyments after. So Greenwald, if you can make it your life, will give you good life, will give your family good life, will give everyone, your team members, your loved ones, good life, good health, good money, good vacation, good everything. With Greenwald, be rest assured, success, fulfillment is sure. Thank you all.
Thank you, Madam FUNMI. Thank you.
Yes,
this was a very inspiring sharing and motivation. We have learned a lot, especially I think I need to this is business that can cure your flying phobia. Okay, so it will take me 7 to 8 minutes to go through some wonderful questions. I believe that audience and attendees want to know a little bit more. And after that, I'm going to give this floor to Mr. Boogeyman, who's going to ask you maybe a few questions because he worked with you shoulder by shoulder. Of audience trying to ask you questions. Okay, Madam FUNMI, it seemed that at the very beginning, your upline didn't explain to you that what you're supposed to get from the company when you started your business at the very beginning. So how did you learn the product knowledge and the compensation plan on your own?
Yes, I learned it on my own. I read the kit. In fact, it got to a stage that I was sleeping with the kit on my bed. I read the kit over and over again. And apart from the kit, there were some small books that I got then. Some people wrote it. They are from Greenwood. They are Greenwood leaders. So I purchased it. So I was reading. I was just reading. Then anywhere I see seminar, I go there and I attend. Along the road, at times I see some people gathering. They don't know me. I just sit down. I start listening. I ask questions. Anything I note it down. I go to get home. I open my kit. I start researching. Then I also do the on the job training. Like if I want, like when I was having a site challenge, I got our high power. Then I browsed. Is there anything for the site? I got our high power. I used it myself. It worked. I started selling it. When I was anything I have, I used it for myself. I used it for my family. So I get information from them. How is it? How are you feeling? I know how to sell compound marrow very well because that was the first product I got. So that one I was selling very, very well. So I learned also on the job. Then from the kids, I also learned. And the awesome part is when Mr. Budiman now came to Nigeria, wow, he really helped me. His trainings, it really, really built me. It's really helped me. That's why and even till today, any little thing I quickly ask him. I Google, it's on the job, then reading and trainings. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Actually, when you talk about the fire accident, actually, we are very moved. And even I shared your story in the training to the distributors in China region, and they all feel sorry and very touched. So, ma'am, after the fire accident, have you ever thought of giving up?
I didn't think of giving up. Why? Because before the fire incident, Greenwood has changed my life. I told you that the December, 2 weeks before the fire incident, I got a car from Greenwood. So the car, in fact, when I was bringing the car to my area, then the area I was living there, we had to bring it in the night to avoid distractions because it was a very beautiful car. Greenwood has changed my life before the fire incident. So it gave me the courage that if I can do a business within 1 year and I can get good money like this, I can change my lifestyle like this. Let me see what I can do. Instead of me to go back to my profession that I did for 7 years and I got nothing from, it's better I manage myself and start all over again with Greenwood. And within 3 months, the rest is history. Within 3 months, everything lost in the fire was restored even more than double fold. I wasn't lazy. Every day, I was going out. All through those challenging periods, I was marketing, I was networking, I was going out, I was talking to people, I was selling the products. My product got burnt also in the fire. So I went to meet my leader. He gave me some products, which I quickly paid off. And I started, I turned it over. I started, before you know it. And the April that we moved into another house was the April that we went to South Africa, which was my first trip in Greenwood. So it gave me a good vacation. After all those stressful months, I was able to relax and enjoy. So I didn't have any reason to be discouraged doing Greenwood, no.
Thank you for this loyalty. And Madam FUNMI, you have mentioned how to learn as a leader and how to be persistent in your business. Okay, among all these recipes of success, which one you think is the most important that can contribute to your today's success?
Yeah, I can say the most important that really contributed to my success today, it's in 2 places. The first one was after my house got burnt, I was able to recover all with the operation of my husband, because my husband from South Africa opened my network. Now, the people that I have been trying to convince, that I've been trying to talk to join my work, to join my business, that didn't answer me. They were even the ones looking for me after I came back from South Africa.
All right. Madam FUNMI, as a star 3 manager, what is your plan for the second half of the year? You mentioned that you are going to change your level, you're going to change your rank. Is that so? Do you have any other plan?
Yes, by the grace of God, I must be promoted from my 3-star manager before even China trip. That's my next target. Before the next China trip, October, I must change status. I don't want to be a 3-star manager again. At least let me be a director in Greenwood. That's my next target.
Wonderful. We are expecting you, Director, Madam FUNMI, in China. We are ready. So I think, we have very precious time that we are going to give this time to Mr. Budiman and other audience. I'm very, very grateful to what you have shared with us.
Thank you, Madam Rainey. God bless you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Madam FUNMI. Mr. Budiman, the floor is yours.
Yes, okay, Madam Rainey. So yes, actually, I know Madam FUNMI since 2019. The last time I was in Nigeria in 2015. Then I came back to Lagos, Nigeria in 2019. At that time, I just know her. And since the first time I know her, she is so determined, so she's so powerful. She really encouraged every time asking me, I want to change my level. I want to increase my level. Please help me. What should I do? Please guide me. So this lady is somehow, even till today, she always feel hungry. She always want to change, want to become much better and better on daily basis. I'm not talking yearly basis, but daily basis. That's why maybe today, all of us, we can see how she tried to present, though the tips of success is simple, but delivered by our leader from Nigeria, Madam FUNMI, we can see how powerful she is, She never give up, even almost every day she called me. Okay, maybe she feels like her battery is going down, need to charge. By calling me, maybe he feels that her battery get charged back. But the good thing, the things that I like from her is she's so powerful. She never want to left behind. She always want to be number one. She always want to reach the higher and higher level. That's all, Madam Rainey.
Thank you very much, Mr. Budiman, for being a power bank of leaders. So thank you very much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please seize the opportunity to ask questions from Madam FUNMI. You're going to get the fire and the force from her. You're going to get all this energy. Go ahead and mute yourself and ask questions.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Hello, this is Kiyemi Oluwambo from Nigeria.
My powerful leader.
Yeah, I want to appreciate my sister. I love the energy. I love everything. I love the move. God strengthen you more.
Amen.
I want to appreciate our grandpa, Mr. Budima. You are good, sir. Love you so much.
Yes,
love you so much. I want to appreciate Madam Rainey too. Thank you for this opportunity. May God help Greenwood the more.
Amen.
Now, my sister, I want to, for our, we have some distributors who have been distracted. I know many of them will be in the meeting this evening. How would you encourage them to stay focused? As your presentation this evening shows us that you are focused through the challenges. There must be challenges. If you want to be successful in anything, there must be challenges and there must be distractions. So, Sama, I want you to ponder more on how to encourage our so-called downliners to stay more focused in Greenwood, as you have been focused, and this is the result of the focus anyway. You understand? So I want you to at least give a word of advice to the upcoming distributors and downliners. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah. What I would say about people that have been distracted before, I want you to start with yourself, sir. So many people will come, so many people will go. Just like our fingers are not equal, everything cannot be the same. You cannot have the same set of people everywhere, but you know yourself. So work more on yourself. You stay focused. Don't stay distracted. I've had leaders, distributors that have worked with me and gone to been distracted. And they came to me to try to convince me, to confuse me, but I stay focused. You know, you cannot give what you don't have. You be sure of what you have. Be settled within yourself that come rain, come sunshine, you are where you should be. So even if they go, some of my distributors have even gone and some came back. It's have to do with even some downlines that we go and join some other team members. There are sometimes that some of my downlines, they were distracted by some other leaders, but eventually they still came back. You know, you just work on yourself. As a leader, be determined, be focused, be persistent. As in, just make sure that everything that you need to prove to them that Greenwood is working, you are doing it. Not that you are saying something, they are meeting another thing. You should be a leader that will be one way, as in just Greenwood. And with your goals and targets, you are extremely determined. Be hungry yourself. But once you are hungry and you are well fed by yourself, others that are hungry, even if they first doubt you, by the time they see you that this person is not shaking, they will have no choice. If you cannot beat them, they say you will join them, Abi. So once they know that they cannot beat you, they will join you. Don't be moved by any distributor. You just focus on your focus. Know what you want. Be determined to achieve it. When they are distracted, you try to help them, you try to encourage them, you try to bring them back, and they refuse. They feel that your own is too much. Be praying for them. Be focused on what you are doing and achieve more success. When they see you going higher and they are still where they are, they will come back to you to tell you, how are you doing it? And you tell them, just stay by me, remain focused, let's journey together. Your own life is the first example. Be what you are saying. Let your success speak. Work on yourself. Be an achiever first. Then other things will follow. Like I told you, my first trip to South Africa, it was after my first trip that people that I have been begging, eyeing, encouraging, they did not answer me. They were the ones that started my seminar. People are no more interested in what you say. They are more interested in what you are achieving. They are more interested in your success story. So achieve that success. And before you know it, if they will not join you because of shyness, because they are ashamed, other people will join you. And before you know it, they will be part of your grassroots that will take you higher in the nearest future. Thank you.
Thank you once again, Madam Fumi. Any questions for Madam Fumi? Thank you, Madam Mota. Thank you. Thank you for your encouragement. Okay, Madam Fumi, well, since you have mentioned that you are going to lead your team to China in this, in this October, don't feel, how to say, surprised if some of the Chinese distributor ask you questions, because they know you, they know your success story, or at least they know the part that, how you experience the fire accident, and you still show your courage to go on. So they know you and they know your success story.
Yeah, please, can you repeat? The line was tripping. I didn't hear you clearly, ma'am.
Okay. You have mentioned that you're leading your team to China during this coming
Yes,
China trip, and don't
I
feel
did.
surprised when Chinese distributor ask you, because they know you and they know your success story, especially the part of the fire accident, because you know your story has been shared among the Chinese distributors.
Wow. No
You
problem.
have
By the time I get,
encouraged, you have encouraged a lot of people.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Our lives as leaders, as distributors, should be an encouragement. And the only way it can be an encouragement is when you are living. By the grace of God, I'm coming with my people to China in October, by the grace of God. And we are coming. I've told my manager, Mr. Jack, and Mr. Budiman, my mentor, already knows about it and is helping to push very well. That's why many of my seminars, I always drag in Mr. Budiman, because one thing about we Black is that they are more encouraged when they see a white person. So not that they are not listening to me, but I want them to be double sure of what I'm telling them, that we are taking them to China. So by the grace of God, by the time we get to China, not only me, but my team will be able to tell the Chinese more of our success story. And that if we Black can achieve great success like this, then you white should be able to do more and better. Thank you.
That's very true. Madam, there's a question from Madam Sarah. What happens when, as a leader, you are discouraged? What do you tell your downlines? This is a question in the chat box.
Okay, when you are discouraged, sorry that I have to take you to this. I'm a Christian, and there's this portion. There's this king in the land of Israel then, that war carried all his people, his wife, his children, all his people. The war carried them away from the country when they were outside fighting for the country. So when this king, his name is David, when this king came back to the country, he met an empty land with his team. So when they got there, the team started crucifying him, that, see what you have done. They have carried away our people. It was recorded in that history that the king, that David, did something. They said David encouraged himself. There are some down times. You'll not be up all the time. But no matter what, don't be distracted. Just be moved by that goal that is in front of you. The history said, the Bible said, David encouraged himself in the Lord. It was when he was able to sit down, encourage himself, like, you can't give up. It's too late to give up. You can do it. You can achieve it. You can bring out even some of your goals. Yes, I must achieve this. I'm going for China trip. You profess some things yourself. You go to the mirror. Tell yourself, I am bold. I'm confident. I can do it. I am strong. Just encourage yourself. Then you will be able to know what next to do. The major thing, the bottom line is that no matter what happens to you, as a leader, stand always strong. It's not tough times does not last. Tough situations, they fade easily off, but tough people will surely last. If you don't give up, success is hanging and waiting for you.
Thank you, Madam FUNMI. I see we have more questions, but we are going to invite you again to the Zoom meeting later, because there's big questions like how to open up new markets. So thank you very much, Madam FUNMI, Diamond Club member of Star 3 manager. At the next Zoom meeting, we hope you're Star 1 director or even higher.
Yes, by the grace of God.
Thank you once again, Madam FUNMI. We are going to invite you back later. Thank you. And all the greetings and best regards to your team, in Nigeria. We know that it is not easy. That is a very challenging market.
I have the best team. in Nigeria. They are wonderful people.
We love
God
you.
bless them. I love you more.
Thank you, my great leader. So proud of you.
Yeah, you too. Thanks for standing by me, and let's do it together. We are going to China. China must see us all by the grace of God.
We are ready, Madam Fumi, we are ready, and we are going to all meet you and your team in China.
Thank you, Ma. By the grace of God, we will see you safely in China in October, by the grace of God.
By the grace of God, we are going to meet you all. We also love you and miss you a lot.
I love you too. Thank you for all you are doing, Madam Reni.
Thank you, Madam
Mr.
Reni.
God bless you.
Thank you, Madam Fumi.
Thank you
for sharing.
Thank you, Madam. Thank you,
Thank
Madam
you,
Fumi.
members. I love you all. Thank you, everyone.
Love you. Love you. Thank you. Okay, brothers and sisters, we are so inspired by Madam Fumi's sharing and her motivation. We feel the power, we feel the fire. So next one, who's going to give us some, energy in health is from Dr. Mike. Well, actually, he is introduced by Kenya office. We were told that there's a great presenter about the products and the health, who is Dr. Mike Toroitich. So, Doctor, are you ready to tell us how to protect of eyesight?
I'm able to do that.
Wonderful, Doctor. Are you going
Yes,
to
thank
share?
you.
Are you going to share something with us? Your screen?
Yes, can I share my presentation?
Yes.
Yes, you can go ahead.
Ready. Please
Or
set as a
Pudiman
co-host.
can do that. I just
You can start.
I don't have your slides, sir. Can you share
send
your
in
slides?
in your email, or you can make me an host. I share my slide.
Yeah,
Enable me
just
to
put you as a co-host. We will put you as a co-host, then you can share your slide.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are already a co-host, Doctor. You just click share the screen. You click it, you open your file. Then we're
Yeah.
going to see your slide.
好像还没有做
啊
co-host。
Not
我
yet.
看看啊。Oh, okay. Sorry for
Okay
that.
now.
Now you're the co-host.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, we can see your screen now.
Can you?
Yes, we
Can
can
you see
see
my?
it. Yeah, you can maximize it.
Okay. I am.
Okay. All right.
Possible?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Good morning, Greenwalls. It's honor and privilege to be here this evening. Thank you, our director, for the wonderful encouragement. I think today we've learned about how we can make money and how we can do that. Now, today I'm privileged that we are going to discuss about our Greenwall Eye Care package. Now, in our lives, we know that there are two important things: good health and also having money, because we need money to move from one place. We need money to meet our needs. And another thing that is important in our lives is our health. Now, today we will speak about vision. Vision is very important. So vision is just an ability to see. And then some people may say also vision is what you endeavor to do in future, what you project to do, which we've been encouraged that through Greenwalls, we can do many. So it's a two-way vision we need to see, and at the same time vision, as we've been taught, that we need to have a great vision. Greenwall is there for us to have a bright future. Now, vision. We perceive up to 80% of all impressions by means of our sight. Now, you very well know that we have vision is one of the 5 common senses. We think of hearing using our ears, we taste using our tongue. From our skin, we tend to feel things, that is through touch. Among all those 5 common senses, the most important one, or the one that we need to have is our vision. So our vision in our environment, whatever we do, 80% of all that we do, we require our vision. All other common senses are important, but even research has shown that if we were even to do a research now among the 5 common senses, I think all of them, I'm saying they are all important, but the most powerful one is our vision, because of the activities that we do, that is our daily activities that we do, we need our vision. Now, what are the statistics in the world? Now, currently, the statistics are that we have 4.2 billion people who live with vision impairment. Now, those are people, not numbers. Imagine 2.2 people. Now, this vision impairment can be either problem from distance or near. Near vision is where when you reach 40 years, because of changes in your lens and age-related changes that occur, so you have problem with seeing near, and that can be corrected by spectacles. Distant vision, that's vision impairment. So 45 million people are blind, and 295 million have moderate to severe vision impairment. What do you mean by moderate to severe vision impairment? And then 135 million have low vision. Okay, so we categorize these people by doing what we call visual acuity. And at the end of this training that we have, we will see how our products are going to alleviate all this and improve our vision. So whenever you go to visit an eye specialist, we normally test your visual acuity. We will have to know how accurate is your vision acuity. Vision acuity is just the accuracy of your vision. So we ask you to read something called a Snellen chart, where it is denoted in numbers. We normally have it as denominator, and the upper one as 6 meters. So we can say your vision is ranges from, if your vision is good, we say it is 6 means a normal person must be able to see that letter that you have been projected at a distance of 6 meters. So 6'9" will tell you that a normal person must see that letter when it's 9 meters away, but you are seeing it when you are 6 meters. And then the highest number is 660. What does it mean? A normal eye, when you are tested, when we test your vision acuity, meaning 660, your normal eye should be able to see that letter when you are 60 meters away, but now you are seeing when you are 6 meters away. So it's showing us that you have a problem that we need to correct by moving you from where you are near to that letter 6 meters to 60 meters away. So we denote that one as either low, mild, or severe loss of vision. So if you are 6'9" and 6'6", we can say you are normal vision. 6'12" to 6'36", then we put you as moderate, and 660 below, we say severe vision. Now, by the time you don't see light in your vision, we say you have, when we test your vision and you can only see light, we say you have light perception. But when you don't have light perception, that's when we say you are blind. So 80%, so that's when we say you are blind. Now, 81% of people are blind or have severe to moderate vision impairment, and most of them are 8 to 50 years and above. Now, the good thing is that over 80% of all this vision impairment can be prevented or cured. That is the best thing about our vision. 80% of all these conditions, which we are going to look on the common conditions that can affect our vision, can be prevented or cured. What are statistics in Africa? 110 people in Africa have a form of vision impairment. This is what I was describing as mild, moderate to severe form of vision loss. 20.4 million have low vision. Low vision are people who have visual acuity below 636. We categorize them as low vision. 5.9 million are blind. Why are they going blind? Because of some of these conditions which cannot be reversed. But the goodness is that we've said 80% of these cases can be prevented or cured. And the most common form of preventable or cured or vision that we can cure is what we call cataract. It's good to know that also the most performed surgeries in the world are cataracts, because that is the most problem that people get. So today we are going to see how our products can help us prevent us from getting cataracts and other forms of eye disease. Now, I'm from Kenya. Now, our Kenya statistics shows that 224,000 people are blind, 7,000 people suffer from moderate to severe vision impairment, and still the same 80% are due to causes that can be cured or prevented. Allow me to briefly talk about the structure of our eye. Our eye is like a camera. Yeah. So from this structure, from the first structure, that is the cross-sectional structure of our eye. You can see the anterior most part is the cornea. Here, between the cornea and the iris, there is a space. That space is what we call the anterior chamber. It's a chamber, and it has fluids that circulates in our eye. Those fluids help to nourish the cornea and also the lens. In the iris, there is a hole that's called a pupil. So that pupil is formed by the structure of the iris. And then behind the iris or behind the pupil is the lens. Yeah? And then the lens is also suspended by what we call suspensory ligaments and also ciliary body. Now, the two important structures here are the ciliary body and the iris, which are highly vascularized. They have a very high supply of blood. That's why we'll come to see what happens when there is reduced blood circulation to these structures. Now, at that space between the lens and at the back of that eye, where we have outside, we have the sclera. Between the sclera and the retina is the choroid. The choroid is the part of the eye that actually nourishes the retina. Now, the other part you see at the back of the eye, we have the retina. From this second slide, the second slide, that's a normal retina. Yeah, where at the center there, where it looks as if it is blurry or there are no blood vessels, is the macula, and then beside is the optic disc. Yeah, so what you are seeing are the blood vessels that are in our retina. Now, the most important thing about our human body or about the eye is that the eye is the only structure that we can see blood vessels. Okay, so we sometimes denote the eye as a window to your soul. Why? Because from your eye, we can see the rest part of your body. So anything that happens in your blood vessels in your eye can tell us what's happening in your kidneys, can tell us what's happening in your heart, can tell us what's happening in your brain, because we can only see the blood vessels in our eyes. Now, at the center, we have those important structures: the cornea, the iris, lens, retina, optic nerve, and the macula. These are the most important structures that helps us to see. Now, why do we see? We see because of light. So when light passes through our cornea should be transparent always. And one characteristic thing I like about the cornea is that it has no blood vessels. It has 5 layers of it. The anterior most is the epithelium, and then the interior most is our endothelium. So that structure must not have any blood vessels. So it should be clear for light to pass through. Another part that also should be good is your pupil. So your pupil is a structure that helps to control the amount of light that goes into your eye. We'll come to know today how important the pupil is and how important to protect your light from the damaging rays. God has made it that it can control the amount of light that is going into our retina. So we'll come to realize today that the retina is a very sensitive structure, that any amount of light that is damaging in any surface can easily damage the retina. After the pupil is your lens that should allow light. And all these structures refract light to the center of your eye, where we call it the macula. So all those structures must be clear. So anything happens to them, you will not be able to see. It doesn't matter how good your retina is. It doesn't matter how good your nerve is. It doesn't matter outer part of the brain that perceive light, which is our occipital region, or which is the back of the eye, where we have the visual center. The visual center of our head is at the back of our, which is the occipital region. So light hits the retina. When it hits the retina, those rays are converted into signals that pass through the optic nerves. The optic nerve relays that information to our brain. So this structure, it is highly important that we understand it, so that as we are going to discuss about the products, then you will know why all this should be good and should be in good condition. Now, we will discuss about the commonest conditions that we get. They say common things commonly occur. And the magical thing about Greenwall is that they have provided us a product that is able to take care of these common eye conditions. I think we need to thank the Greenwall, because among the many companies that we have, Greenwall has come up with a product that actually enables us to take care of all these common conditions that we are going to discuss briefly. And at the end of it, I will discuss and tell you how the products that have been developed by Greenwall is going to do that. Now, we perceive things in far and near. Yeah, ability to see things near is what we call accommodation. How does that work? When we see things near, our pupil relaxes so that it can bring things near, and then when we see things far, it will try to relax. So the second picture is what we are seeing is how when light passes through it, it can focus things into the retina. Now, one conditions that can make us not to see things clearly are refractive errors. Refractive errors is whereby, from the beginning, I have to let you know that also the eye has a refractive kind of power. From the cornea, we get around 40 diopters, and then from our lens, we get around 60 diopters, so that it can refract light to focus in the retina. But if that image is focused in front of the retina, things will not be clear. You develop a condition called myopia. If you focus light, if images are focused away from the retina, you get a condition called hypermyopia. Another condition that is very common is cataracts. I told you your lens should be clear to allow light to pass through. So in the first eye, you see it is normal, the pupil is round, but the eye with the cataract, there is an opacity of that lens. The lens is clouded, so light cannot pass through. In the second image, you can see the first image, it is clear, but the second image is blurry. That's how a person with cataract will see things. Things will look blurry. So every time you perceive things that are blurry, you know somebody who complains of blurry, or when you are driving, you see you don't see clearly, or you see reflections of light into your eye. You feel like you want to close your eyes, because your lens probably might be beginning to develop cataracts. Another common conditions that is sight-threatening is glaucoma. Glaucoma is whereby there is excess. I told you the space between the cornea and the iris is the anterior chamber. There is fluid. So when that fluid doesn't circulate well from the lens into the anterior chamber, into the system, it builds a pressure, and that pressure is exerted back into the retina, damaging your nerve. Okay, so your retina it's divided into two: the central and the periphery. So this at the sides. In the second image, when you develop glaucoma, your vision at the center becomes clear, but your peripheral vision is impaired. Now, as we are looking into our computer now, if you have your charger or your phone beside you, you will see it, but it's not clear. So your tunnel vision is good. And acuity is what we test when you visit us with visual acuity. So we may not know that you are developing glaucoma until other tests are done, because your peripheral vision is damaged and you tend to have tunnel vision. That's a normal. The second picture of our optic disc is a normal disc, and then a person with glaucoma will have the disc will be capped, and the optic cap disc ratio will be reduced, meaning it shows that your neural retinal nerves is damaged. The other commonest condition that it's sight threatening and can be prevented or even cured is what we call macular degenerations. Now, our macula is the central part of our eye where we see things clearly. So in a person with macular degeneration, we do a simple test called Amsler grid test, where you are asked to look at that lines and at that point. A person who is beginning to develop, who is beginning to have a macular degeneration will see distorted lines, and that dot is not at the center. So we will definitely suspect that you have macular degenerations. Again, in that picture of the retina, this can be dry or wet. Wet, age-related macular degenerations gives you acute loss of vision, but the dry one gives you progressive loss of vision. So from that picture with that family, a person who is having macular degeneration will not be able to see at the center. Because that's where I told you, that is where we see things clearly, the things that we do near, the things that we see when we read also. When we read, we use our macula. Now, another common condition that is also sight-threatening is diabetic retinopathy and other retinopathies from hypertension. But the most commonest one, and the one that is so damaging our retina, is diabetic retinopathy. Diabetic retinopathy you get when you have diabetes. And we all know what diabetes is all about. When your sugar levels are high and you are diagnosed to have it, high chances that you can develop diabetic retinopathy is very high. So you need an annual checkup. And we recommend also, we will also come to realize that it is also important for our patients who have diabetes to use our eye products, because it will prevent them from developing this diabetic retinopathy. So you see how an health retina is, and then the blood vessels. This is where diabetes affect our blood vessels and our macula. So a person with normal retina will have very good blood vessels, but a patient with diabetic retinopathy, he will have hemorrhages. They will be bleeding from the retina. He will have exudates. Those white are called the cottonwood spots. Those are signs that your retina is under stress and something needs to be done before you lose your vision. So a person with diabetic retinopathy will have an obstructed kind of vision. So he will see things as if some parts of an image is clear, some of it is not clear. So that shows that your macula is in danger. Now, another thing that can damage all these structures is blue light radiations. So in our environment, we are in an environment where electromagnetic energy are produced either from natural light or even from our computers, our phones, our laptops, our desktops. All those radiate some light. Now, we have the light that we normally have can be either visible or invisible. Visible light is what we are in danger with, because this is what we are exposed to daily. So the natural light and the artificial light. The artificial light is what we are seeing from our fluorescents, from our laptops, from our computers. Now, this is what causes a lot of damage in our lens and our macula, the two important structures that are necessary for our vision, our lens and our macula. Now, the visible light is what we call the blue light, and blue light comes in wavelength. We have the ones that are short, we have the ones that are long. The shortest wavelength you very well know are X-rays and gamma rays, which are not visible. And people who are working in industries that emit those lights are also in danger of developing macular degenerations and cataracts. And these are the people whom you will realize that you will recommend renewable products for them to use. The visible light, our cornea, our lens, and our retina absorb this lens, absorptive light in different ways. Now, the most important one that damages our retina that passes through our pupil is the blue light, because it has the longest wavelength. So, but blue light, normally it has a very short wavelength. When it is very short wavelength, it produces high energy waves. All waves in the sky can easily damage our eyes. Okay, so you can see the iris, the cornea, the lens, the UV light, all those can be absorbed by the cornea, but the blue light, which are always made by our computers, everything are LED made. They are light emitted diodes. They have light emitted diodes, and these are the ones that damage our eyes. So in summary, main causes of eye disorders, eye strain just comes because of poor circulation. Okay, and we need enough vitamins and minerals to supply our iris so that the blood circulation in our iris becomes good so that we don't strain. Cataracts damage by free radicals damage because of exposure to this UV light and also because of age. As you continue aging, we are exposed to more light than a person who is young. So the free radicals, they denature our lens. Our lens are made of proteins. And you know, proteins are built by amino acids. So amino acids are just like blocking of proteins, a block of protein. So whenever they are hit by this UV light, which is damaging to our lens, they damage our lens and they become white. So anything white in the lens is just called cataract. Glaucoma, poor circulation, causes increased intraocular pressures, damaging our retina, making us to go blind. Again, age-related macular degenerations, the free radicals damage from the UV light by eating our retina, which is the blue radiations, damages our lens. Diabetic retinopathy, as I said earlier, there is abnormal growth of blood vessels. Why? If your blood vessel, at the distance of your blood vessels, if your blood vessels is blocked, the body will try to build more blood vessels, and the blood vessels that are built are so fragile that can easily bleed. So that's what gives you the problems with your vision. And the macula, because of accumulation of the exudates and cotton wool spots, your macula swells and obscures your vision. So as I said earlier, over 80% of all vision impairment can be prevented or alleviated with our green wall eye care products. Definitely with our lifestyle changes, because I know as if you are diabetic, you are always asked to observe your weight, and that comes also, and we have other products which I know it will be discussed in another forum that can help you to maintain your weight. What are some of our eye care products we have? We have our blueberry eye care soft gel. We have our beta carotene and lycopene, the grapeseed extra plus capsule, the blueberry juice, and our zinc tablets, which is a very powerful antioxidant. So some of the products that are indicated, blueberry juice for patients who have eye strain. To block blue light, we recommend blueberry eye care soft gel 2. To improve our dark vision, beta carotene and lycopene. I will discuss that one, how they work. And then cataracts, glaucoma, diabetic retinopathy, we always recommend blueberry eye care soft gel in tablet. Now, the ingredients that we have in our blueberry eye care soft gel. I'm going to discuss this. I'm going to discuss this in details and tell you how they help our bodies. One of the components of one of the ingredients in our blueberry eye care soft gel is lutein. lutein is a source of a compound known as carotenoids. It's richly found in our retinal pigment epithelium of our retina, which helps to absorb blue light radiation, thus protecting our photoreceptors, hence protecting our macula and retina from damage. Now, our retina is highly structured kind of structure that has 9 layers. The most important layer that helps us to absorb light is our retinal pigment epithelium, so that it doesn't damage our photoreceptors. Our photoreceptors here are the cones and the rods, which helps us to see things during dark, when it is semi-dark, light darkness, and when it is so bright. Okay. When we use our rods to see things when at a low light, but our cones help us to see when the light is very high, and we have more of cones in our macula. Now, with blue light, now that we've known our retinal pigment epithelium, which protects the photoreceptors, are rich in lutein. So we need to supply this so that the blue light can be absorbed. But as we continue aging, as we continue to grow, because with this era of technology, our children are going to school, they're using computers, they're using laptops. Every one of us, even now, you are either in your phone, you are either in your laptop, or you are either in your desktop. We are in danger of the light emission diodes that are in our computer, which emits the blue light. So the lutein helps us to retain or to absorb this excess light so that our nerve cannot be damaged. The riboflavin, the vitamin B2, another name of riboflavin is our vitamin B2, vitamins that help to convert food into energy. Now, even your retina now will need this energy. So we need to supply this so that our retina is in good state. Taurine is one of our amino acids that is in our product. And you know, all of our amino acids, as I mentioned earlier, are building blocks in the protein. Now, I want you to remember this. Taurine is not concentrated in our eyes, brain, heart, and muscle. So it is essential in times of illness and stress, and helps at the general function of our eyes. So we need to provide taurine. That's why we recommend our products for you to use, because it is not found in our body, but it is necessary to help our eyes and our brain during illness and stress. Vitamin A, you know how important it is. It's a retinoid. And the reason why I'm saying retinal pigment epithelium, this is where it gives the retina the pigmentations that we see. So produces the pigment in the retina of our eye that produce our eyesight, especially during low light. So you remember that our rods are made of this, needs this, so that it forms what we call a rhodopsin, that is a molecule that is necessary to maintain our rods and cones in a healthy state. I can move to the next slide, Udiman.
Doctor?
Try to. You
Yes.
can press escape. Then try
Yes.
to.
Yes.
Maybe you can stop sharing, then share again. Stop sharing and then share again.
Okay. So
Just
that people
go
they
to
talk
the.
about
Yes. My best
Okay, you can
among even the
enlarge
products
this.
are the beta carotene and the lycopene capsule. That's one product that is also very good in our health. Now, the beta carotene and the lycopene are both antioxidants that prevent DNA damage in the cells by neutralizing free radicals and reducing risk of eye disorders. Lycopene are radioprotectors agents that protect the human cells and tissues from undesired effects of ionizing radiation by mainly converting radiation or induced, which are induced free radicals. Now, at this juncture, I want to mention that the most potent which I've seen all other products, they don't have lycopene. The most important, I want you to, this should be, if you forget everything, don't forget this. The most important antioxidant is the lycopene. Among the 6 antioxidants that we have, that is the lycopene. The second one is alpha carotene, beta carotene, which is also known as zeaxanthin and lutein. The potent one is the lycopene one. The beta carotene needs to undergo some changes, some chemical changes for it to become more active. But the lycopene, among the products that are in the market, I've never seen one with lycopene. And this is a very important molecule that helps us to scavenge on the free radicals that damage our retina and our lens. So this is what I do. If I recommend, if I give my patient eye care soft gel, the next product that I will recommend after that one is to use the beta carotene and lycopene. So you give one, the next to use for 1 month, and then the next month recommend beta carotene and lycopene so that it can get the added value of the antioxidant function of lycopene. Now, I will say some people, I will regard eye care soft gel as the mother and father of eye care. So what are the health benefits? The helps to elevate eye strain, the one I was talking about, reduces retinal damage, which we discussed about from the blue light radiations, and prevent eye disorders such as age-related macular degeneration, cataracts, glaucoma, and diabetic retinopathy. Now, eye strain. I told you that the capillaries must be highly vascularized, so there should be good blood circulation in our iris so that it can be able to relax and to relax and dilate as needed so that you don't get a strain. So it helps our iris to be well vascularized or have well blood circulation to reduce all that. So we recommend people with impaired vision, recommend people also who are doing near work extensively, people who are diabetic, okay? Now, what are some of the tips that can help us to protect our eyes? Now, I know some of us have our screens at a distance or they are in dim, or some screens have an anti-blue block screen, because that is what is damaging our eyes. So when you are working in your office, this is something that you can practice so that in the evening, you don't get a lot of strains, and also you avoid dryness because of exposure to humidity. Take breaks during close-up. I know as you continue even reading, you realize there's something called the 20-20-20 rule. It means after every 20 minutes, we were to practice this, but because of time, we didn't. After 20 minutes, look 20 feet away from where you are for 20 seconds, okay? That's how you reduce the amount of blue light that is emitted from our devices into your eyes. Wear shades to block out radiations. So wearing of shades, it's very important, especially when we are outdoors. Do deliberate frequent blinking. These are the things that you can ask your patient as they continue using the products. Let them also practice this so that they can take care of their eyes. Take regular checkups yearly. I don't know the last time you went to visit, you went for an eye checkup. Let's learn, especially after 40 years, let us learn to have yearly checkup. And then take Greenwall eye care products. Now, at this stage, I want to say that Greenwall, the eye care package is for all of us. Because as we continue grow, we are exposed to all this. So when we take these products, when we use, when you recommend to your family members, when you recommend to your friends, high chances that by the time you are even 60, 70, 80 years, you may not have cataracts, or you may not even exposed to the age-related macular degenerations. Why? Because you have been protecting your eyes by taking the products that has lutein, which must be richly found in your retina, so that the radiations does not damage your photoreceptors in your eye. As we continue to do that, we gain a colorful wall by using the green wall eye care products. Thank you so much for listening to me, and thank you, Greenwald.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you very much for this very professional presentation on how to protect of eyesight and use different products to alleviate some of the eye disorders. Ladies and gentlemen, do you have any questions? Well, I guess since doctor is presenting all the products and healthcare package, so you can ask questions beyond the eyesight. You can unmute yourself and ask questions, or type your questions in the chat box.
Yes, sorry, Madam Rennie, I have one question.
Okay,
which
please.
is many of our Nigerians, they have been asking me this question. Okay. What is the difference between, before we don't have blueberry eye care soft gel. Before we have a product called, is it Eye Shine capsule. So what is the difference between Eye Shine capsule and our blueberry eye care soft gel?
Actually, of formula has been constantly updated. So you'll find that not only in eye care package, but products for liver. So first of all, we have the Livergen, and then we have Hepature. So we add always we add a few more ingredients which can broaden and enhance the efficacy of these products. So let me put this way. If you're used to, because I know in some of the branch offices, some of the products available, not the others. So use whatever the products is available. They're all effective in alleviating the disorders. But if you have the new one, for example, let me put this way. If you have Hepature and the Livergen, then what you need to know is that Livergen is better in cleansing, and Hepature is better in bring down the elevated liver enzyme. For the eye care packages, the eye power is good, but in the blueberry eye care soft gel, we enhance with the zeaxanthin, the lutein coming from the blueberry ingredients that can help us to block some of the blue light radiation. So we enhance certain efficacy or certain feature of the products. Also, you'll see that we have the new slimming capsule over the previous one. You will see that on top of the 4 existing ingredients, that we add another 4 new ones, like the green coffee, the white, the beans, and then we add some new ingredients to make it stronger, to make it works better. So if you have both, know the difference. If you have the previous one, use the previous one with confidence. If you have the updated one, then you believe you must have the confidence that the updated formula actually works stronger than the previous one. So you will always find that Greenwald is doing the upgradation of the formula. So this is the strength. So every year we introduce a few products. Some is a brand new products. Like now you're going to see the coffee for women and the coffee for men. They're brand new products. And sometimes, you'll find that it is the products with the previous formula that has been upgraded. So this is the 2 ways that we, keep on introducing the new products into the market. So this is kind of one kind of marketing and product strategies.
Yes, I think by your explanation that Greenwell, we are not stuck in one point. We always upgrading, we always try to do more research in order to upgrading the quality of the products, so it will officially increasing the benefits of the product itself. So I hope this question this answer from Madam Rainey can answer all of many questions comes to me comparing the old products and the new products. So thank you, Madam Rainey, for your explanation.
Thank you, Mr. Budiman. Once again, thank you, Dr. Mike, for your presentation. We're looking forward to more presentations from you. So you mentioned that the next one is the slimming package, but maybe we're going to invite you to present some of the products. We have introduced 2 products made in USA, originally made in USA. One is called Osteo Power. I'm going to review the details. The other one is the Super Omega, actually Omega 3, 6, and 9. So very soon you're going to see the presentation of this new products, and also we are going to arrange more products presentation in the coming months, which is June. So thank you very much, and expect more from Zoom meeting. Once again, we wish you a very nice weekend. We still have 5 minutes to go. Still, you have 5 minutes to ask questions.
Okay. Good evening. Good evening from here.
Good evening.
Hello, are you hearing me? Yeah, this is Akinyemi again.
Sure.
Please, I want to appreciate my doctor for this educative presentation. So I want to ask something. Somebody with the problem of the sight, always eager to have their way out of the problem. So they normally ask this funny question. It's funny to me anyway, that how many times are they going to take our brainwash product for them to regain their sight? Do you understand? So I normally say it depends on your body. That's my question. I would say it depends on how their body responds to it. So is there any other professional way of answering that kind of question from the customer? Thank you. That's my question.
Okay, so doctor, are you going to
Yes.
all right.
Yes. Thank you for that question. You remember I talked about some of these conditions. It depends on the stage that you get your patient in. There are those who come when they're in mild state. There are those who come when they're in moderate, and there are those who come when they're in severe state. Okay, so we've said our products are used for both preventive and can cure. Okay, so some of the cure that we may get might come from other interventions. Okay, like if you have a cataract, the only thing that we need to do as you continue using our products is do cataract surgery. Okay, if you have a retinal problem and your retina probably has begun bleeding, okay, you need to visit an eye specialist. For it to be seen properly, you may need an injection to bring down the inflammation. So depending on state where you get the patient, okay, we need to classify our patients. Is this a patient having is the problem, and then again, is the problem acute or chronic? That's something that came immediately. He has added before, and that's why we say this. The number of people that are getting blind are growing each and every day. So our products are recommended that with even your good health, you use them, because as you continue moving outside, exposed to these radiations and all this, you use the product so that we prevent. And they say prevention is better than cure. You all believe in that, and that's what we always strive. So let's encourage people to continue using our products so that they don't get exposed to all these common conditions that we talked about. And it's very magical to have a product that can help you take care of all of these 80% of the cases that contribute to our poor vision. Okay, so depending on the state that you get your patient, you may need to advertise, you may need to let your patient that he may need to use the products for longer. And then just the way I said, if they have used the IKS oxygen, they can use another product so that they can get the benefit of what is in other products. We've added that our company continues to improve on the products that we're having. Now they're talking of bringing a product with omega-3, 6, and 9, which is also a very essential thing in our body and in our side. So that's how I can say, and that's what you can tell your patient, that the time you are getting, and then some of this product research has shown that it may, like a product like lutein, zetenin, age-related eye disease center sponsored by National Institute, the second research, it shows that it helped to reduce progression, intermediate age-related macular degeneration to advanced by 25% and reduce vision loss by 19%. So we need to determine what is the vision loss for that patient before using the products. And it may not improve 100%, but an improvement of 19% or 20% for a person who was blind is a very big achievement. So it may improve a vision that can help him or her to do general daily activities, which is important. Even when patients, when they come to us, if a patient can only see an image at 2 meters, and you improve that patient to see that image when he's around even 10 or 6 meters away, that is a success. So success might not be 100%, success might be 80%, and 80% to some people is like an A. So that improvement, that slight improvement is very important for this person to be able to carry out his daily activity. So let's assess them objectively and even ask them, last time, how far were you seeing? They may say that we were seeing person only when it's 1 meter away or 2 meters. Now you can see when somebody is around 6 or 5 meters. That is success. Thank you so much.
Thank you, doctor. Industry are different. We are in a healthcare industry. You know, we actually look after for those people who want to prevent the chronic diseases and who want to alleviate some of their chronic diseases. Now, we are not doctors. We are not there to diagnose or to cure some diseases. We actually supplement what the doctors do. And our products, actually, that is why we call it a dietary supplement. We supplement what medicines do. So actually, this is what we are doing. So distributors and leaders, we are supposed to focus on those people who are in sub-health conditions, sub-health status. That means that they don't have the real diseases yet, but they are on the way because we're exposed to the, the pollution, we're exposed to the stress, we're exposed to so many factors that could have negative impact on our health. So those are the main clients or customers that you're supposed to take care of. Leave the patients with doctors unless they seek help from you. So this is what we do. So thank you very much, Dr. Mike. Thank you so much for this very educative and detailed presentation. So we will have the honor to invite you future to present us more health topics and the products. So thank you so much once again today. Thank you once again, Madam FUNMI. Thank you, Dr. Mike. Thank you, Mr. Budiman. Thank you for being with us for the precious 2 hours. So you can unmute yourself and say thank you to them and say goodbye.
Thank you, Madam Rainey.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Dr.
you
Mike.
always. Thank you all.
Thank you, Madam
God bless
Rainey.
you all.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
I
Madam.
join all the
Great.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much.
Bye-bye. Good
See you
night.
next time, next
Thank
Friday.
you, bye-bye from Kudugu in Burkina Faso.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Wonderful.
Bye.
Thank you, Madam Fumi.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
That was fun.
Bye, Madam Rennie. Bye, Mr.
Bye.
Budman.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes, Mr.
Bye.
Bewe.
Bye-bye, bye-bye.
Bye. Good night from Seoul
Good
Institute.
night.
Thank you very much.
Good night,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
From Zambia. Bye.
Zambia
Bye,
says
Madam
bye to you all.
Rainy. Bye, Mr. Butiman.
Enjoy your
Bye,
life. Till
everybody.
next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Take